Good morning and welcome to Tottenham Gold, your home, your classic games, classic content and classic debate. We apologise for being late this morning. We've had technical issues on my end, but we're here better late than never, as they say. And look who's back off his holidays. It's Ben. How are you this morning, Ben? Or now this afternoon?
I'm very rough and tumbly. I've fallen over a few times in the last couple of days. And yeah, I'm a bit achy, so it'll only be a short one from me today. And yeah, we'll see what happens. But we're happy to be back.
Yeah, it is great to be back. Results have actually gone away since you've been away from the game on the last game you missed. I mean, what's your thoughts for tonight quickly before we get into the comments?
Dr. Tottenham will see you now, is the thought of tonight.
Yeah.
Everton are beyond useless. They are a rubbish football team. They're going through some real bad problems at the moment. They are a rubbish football team, which means they'll turn up tonight like prime Barcelona. It's going to be a bit worrying.
Yeah.
A bit worrying.
Firstly, this morning as well, we'd like to welcome our Patreon members in. Do you want to read them out there, Ben?
Mr. Moondog, Mr. Mark Cousins, Mr. Philip Brady himself, Mr. William Kelly, Wayne Bonner, and Aaron Dubb. Thank you for being the patrons of this channel. We do actually need to spell paper. I'll fix that in a minute.
Okay.
There. Oh well.
Damn this dyslexia.
Gold patience.
This dyslexia is a curse sometimes. It really is.
Yeah.
But no, thank you very much. If you do want to become a patron, the link is on the YouTube channel. And also, if you want to donate, you can donate as well. And this morning, this channel has actually been sponsored as well. I'll get that up. From Smith Burns Solutions and Phone Repairs, Gory, Rexford Island. They do have a website. I will be getting that off them in the next today, to get that onto the link for tomorrow or Wednesday, so you can go into there. There will be a promo code as well. I think you get 5 or 10% off anything you order online. But this morning we've been sponsored by Smith Burn Solutions and Phone Repairs. So thank you very much, guys. You're very kind to sponsoring our little wee channel. So that's this morning, and I'll keep that up for a while, so we know. But thank you so much. And then tomorrow or Wednesday, we'll get the website up so you can go in there and buy all your phone repairs, all your cases, your phone screensavers and things like that. So, yeah. So thank you very much indeed, guys, for doing that. Shall we get into the comments this morning, Ben? If I hit them, you read them?
Yep. Mr. Celery Agent's in the building going, oi, oi, oi. Lovely to see him.
Every time I hear that, I feel like I want to put on some AC/DC.
I mean, that's the point, isn't it?
Yeah. I feel like I want to put on some either Shoot the Thrill or Highway to Hell. I don't know what I want to put on.
Or just some TNT, which is why you have oi, oi,
yeah,
oi,
or Thunderstruck.
One of those ones.
Yeah, I wonder
what's in the building.
As a Spurs fan, what ACD song would you play for Tottenham at the moment?
Highway to Hell, because we're on
Highway to Hell. Oh, we've got Moondog. Good morning, Moondog.
See you, Moondog. Lovely to see you, sir. Celery saying good day to Moondog. Good day, sir. Mark Swifty is in the house saying good morning. All hit that like and sub. Thank you.
Thank you.
Lovely to see you, Swifty.
Here's the first of our patrons.
Mr. Mark Cousins is in the building. Morning, lads. Had a great weekend because we didn't play yet.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah. Carl Simpson say good morning, everyone. Hope you are well. Good stuff. Lovely to see you in here, Carl Simpson. Lovely to see you in. Celery saying Swifty, Mark, Carl, all great to see you. Love everyone to each other. Carl saying hello to Celery. Mr. Philip Brady, our second member of our patrons, is in here tonight and must win tonight.
Oh, that is true.
Swifty saying, and to you, sir. Yeah. Carl Simpson saying 100% must win. We can't let the scum pull away. Yeah, Arsenal are playing very well at the moment.
Yeah.
They've got some big games coming up, but as long as we can keep up and around there, there's bound to be a meltdown at some point. Probably us.
Yeah.
But
Do you think we can get top 4, Ben?
after seeing what I can see, no. Because they've got no mentality. I've got no mentality. If they had any sort of a mentality, we would breeze top 4. But we win one game, look like we're going to pull away, and then we mess up the next game. There's no mentality in this football team.
No, there isn't.
Philip Brady is saying, if we played as bad as United did second half yesterday, there would be total meltdown. Yes, there would be.
Yeah.
United are shocking. Swift is saying, I can see it being 1-1. I hope not. I can see it as well. Both teams are useless.
Yeah.
Carl is saying United has some COVID as well, and we are next. But we have a pissed off Ronaldo after being dropped. Why are we always the real people play? Yeah, it's just like, yeah. It's just like, it's Dr. Tottenham. Yeah. He's saying team, yeah. Mark, it's written in the stars that Delhi will score the winner tonight. Yeah, it is. I've been telling all my friends that.
Yeah, I've got this feeling he will too.
Cody Max saying 3 points, only option. Yep, it's the only option. Mark is saying to Cody, morning, you bum. Alan is saying morning, all. Swifty is saying morning, Alan. Cooper's saying 5-0 Spurs. No way. 1-0 Everton. A draw, maybe. Who cares? The season is pissed away anyway. Yep. That's the problem. We're all so dejected.
I think we're all disillusioned, aren't we, with Tottenham at the moment and how it is and what's happened. And
yeah.
Now you've got the links of Pochettino wants to come back and Conte's not happy. And,
I've not seen that.
Yeah, apparently over the weekend that broke, or Friday it broke, that Pochettino wants to come back. Apparently Alan Brazil said it on Talk Sport that he wants to come back to Tottenham. That was something I was going to get into with you quickly this morning, Ben.
Yeah.
We've got John Fitzpatrick. Big up everyone.
Fitzy. Graham's in the building. Morning, Graham.
Yeah.
Andrew Bailey saying, morning, lads. Hope all is well. Nice 2-0 win today. Decky and Son. I was like, Delhi? Is Delhi going to score an own goal? I mean, I'd love to see him score an own goal. It would be brilliant.
Yeah, Decky, Kulu.
Decky. Technical issues by mine then. Got your winky caught in the vacuum cleaner, eh, Dermot? Yeah.
Yeah, very funny, Coover. Very funny.
William saying, I'm glad to be a patient. Yep.
Yeah.
All patients here. George is saying, morning, guys. Not looking forward to this one tonight. No, neither am I.
Am I looking forward to this tonight? The answer is no.
Yeah. Derek Patchinson saying, good morning, Dermot and Ben. Good morning, Mr. Derek.
Good morning.
Lovely to see you, sir. First world problems, Coover. Yep. Patient is a Spurs fan's necessity. I'm not patient anymore. We've had too long to be patient.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. Celebrate saying it's a long way to the top with Levy's dirty deeds that done us dirt cheap. That's definitely one.
Yeah.
Dirty deeds done dirt cheap. Good afternoon, Tottenham Tantrum Gold. Which Spurs will turn up tonight? Hard to guess which one. So we're up and down. It's unreal. As long as Benton Kerr plays instead of Winky, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah. Hollywood Phil is in the house saying if Wink starts, I think that means no Hollywood watching from Phil. Yeah. Don't blame you. Nick, Barry, Storm, Phil, Randy, all the names in the house is in the building. Lovely to see you, Nick. Let's all be positive now. Game by game, we can't change anything until the summer. Yeah, that's the truth.
That's the thing. We can't, can we, Ben?
This manager is an unbelievable football manager, so we've got to give him a wide berth. They only want Poch because he won't need us to spend much money yet. Truth.
That's true.
Mark saying hi.
Speaking to one another.
Saying hi.
Good morning, Ryan, my Irish brother from Derry.
Ryan saying morning, folks. Genuinely couldn't care less tonight. Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah.
We just got to get to the end of the season.
That's it.
Nicholas is saying, oi. Yeah. Mark is saying, why on earth would Poch want to come back? Because he's loved. I think people like Poch need to be loved as football managers. I think Pochettino is an old school football manager. He has a connection with the fan base. And I think he's gone above his station with trying to be like the manager of PSGs and Barcelona's, and not Barcelona because he hates Barcelona because of Espanyol and all that nonsense. Poch is a manager that should be at Tottenham, not because he needs to be a step below the elite level football clubs, but I think he needs to have a connection with the fan base. And that's what he had at Tottenham. And he threw it away for the most part. Everything that happened at Tottenham was almost his fault because he got too above his station. and he started making calls. He started getting a bit too big for his boots for the most part, and I think it's shown that he can't deal with these ultra elite level players because they are prima donnas. And I think he likes players that are probably not superstars, but are willing to run through walls for him. So I think Poch would like to be a Tottenham manager again.
Yeah, it was something Dave said as well. The second time around is never good as the first time.
I think with Poch it would be though, because I think he would be given the rebuild he wants.
I don't think so. I really don't think so.
So
why are you getting rid of a world-class manager? Yeah, okay, Poch took us to semi-finals and finals, took us to nearly winning the league, took us to a Champions League final. But why would you sack a world-class manager for Poch?
You wouldn't. And you wouldn't sack him either. Conte will walk. Conte will not be sacked.
So is Levy hoping do all he can for Conte to walk so he can get Poch back?
No, I think Conte wants this to work, and I think Paratici wants this to work. Because I think if you lose Conte, I think you lose Paratici as well, and we're back to square one again.
Yeah,
because I think Paratici and Poch would be a very good pairing with each other.
Do you really think so?
Yeah, because again, Paratici likes young players. He's sort of been buying some really good young players, and the names of Brian Hill and a lot of. But I think the plan for Tottenham is to get Conte to do well, and I think that's what Levy wants. He wants Conte to do well, so I think Conte will be given what he needs. But that is the problem. What he needs and what he wants are two different things. We should be giving Conte what he wants, not what he needs. Conte, if he's given the war chest, he will do brilliant things, and I don't think Levy's willing to surrender that yet.
No, that is for sure.
Nick is saying, laughing, sick and tired of us being serial chokers. Yep, that all comes from the top. To get Poch back is a Mickey take after not backing the guy the first time around. Yep. Sally is saying, you're looking pretty sharp on the ski slopes, Ben. Did you get any skiing? Absolutely not. They are well too beautiful for me. Everyone just talking with each other. George, we're looking for consistency, mate. Don't spend money on the player the first time around. Don't spend money on players the second time around. Yep. Cooper saying hello to Alan and Swift. Never go back. It rarely works out. I think it would work with Poch. I think it would work.
I don't think it will.
It won't be Conte set. It will be Conte leaving us. Yep.
This comment here, I agree with.
If they get rid of Conte and Poch comes back, I'm forever done with this. It's another problem. Did you conquer the slopes, Ben? No, I did not. I am a useless skier. I wish I was better, but it was good to be out there. Tabacron is saying, afternoon, guys. We're watching you in the game tonight from not so sunny Tenerife. Gary Lineker's brother used to have a well-known sports bar here. I have no idea whether he still has. Yeah.
Magaluf.
Wayne Lineker is a bit of a weirdo, I think he is.
He had his bar in Magaluf. I think
it was Marbella as well.
Yeah, I actually sat in it in Magaluf. We went there one year, me and a group of mates, and we actually sat in his bar. Actually, Wayne Bonner, Wembley one. So yeah, he does. I don't know if he has it now, but he did have it then.
That was a dodgy place.
Yeah,
nothing works with Levy any time around. Yep. Conte leaves, Poch comes in, and we have another 5-year project with Paul Byers and Winks still our midfield general with Davis holding our defence together. It's embarrassing for the most part. It's embarrassing.
It really is. And we've got Coover here.
Conte, Pep, Klopp, doesn't matter who comes in, it's all the same outcome. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we've got Carl Simpson.
I loved it when you were logging in from the slopes and I thought everyone was watching Eddie the Eagle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were all very jealous, Ben, of that on Friday view there from the slopes. It looked lovely there, actually. It really
nice
is.
For once. I was happy for once. It was great.
Ben happy for once. Ben's always happy. I've never seen an angry Ben yet. Well, mind you, there's always the first for everything. But anyway.
When that then happens, it will be the end of everyone.
Yeah. And then Paul Brown. Good morning, Paul Brown. He says afternoon, Dermot, Ben.
Afternoon, Paul Brown. Afternoon.
Benny, tonight, Everton. What do you expect from the players tonight? Now, we didn't play that well against Middlesbrough. In fact, we played absolutely awful against Middlesbrough. All we've got to do now is concentrate on the top four.
Yeah.
Which I don't think we'll get personally myself. I think we're a top six side, and I think we'll finish in the top six. I can't see us finishing top four at all, not unless all the other teams around us have an absolute meltdown. But nothing surprises me with Tottenham. We could go on a beaten run now between now and the end of the season, and pick up the points we need, and the other teams would lose against each other.
I think we have a slightly better run than a lot of the sides around us.
But we still got to play Arsenal, though, haven't we?
We still have to play Arsenal, but Arsenal do terribly at the Lane. Arsenal never perform well at the Lane.
No.
So there's always a glimmer of hope, but that's what the hope that kills you. So all that we have to do is take it game by game, and that's what we have to do. We keep on trying to look too far forward, but this team is so poor that we need to look at the game because we don't know what's going to happen on the game.
No, we don't. I'm just trying to get their fixtures up now for the next few games. I mean, this is our next fixtures. We've got Everton at home tonight.
Yeah.
Man United away next Saturday at 5:30. Then we've got Brighton away, West Ham at home, Newcastle at home, Villa away, Brighton at home, Brentford away, Leicester at home, Liverpool away, Burnley at home, and then we finish with Norwich City away, and then we've still got the Arsenal game to rearrange. It isn't a bad running, apart from Man United and Arsenal. They're the only two that are top four that we're fighting with. Do you think we could get top four if we did put a run together? I mean, if you got a few wins and say got a point at Man United away and Liverpool away, but beat the likes of Brighton away, we need to beat West Ham. West Ham's an important game as well.
West Ham's probably the most important game out of that lot.
Because we
always turn up against us.
Yeah.
If we're going to lose any game in that run, it's going to be the West Ham game because they always play well against us. Morning, Bobby.
Are you okay, Dermot? You look dejected. I actually do feel dejected, William. I feel dejected with Tottenham, with the whole scenario. I feel disillusioned for the first time in 42 years. I'm disillusioned with my team. It's a weird feeling because I'm always positive. We're going to win tonight. Yeah, we're going to win 4-0. And I haven't got that confidence to say that anymore. And you look what's happening around the world at the moment, especially in Ukraine. What got me last night, and I saw it again this morning, a little 6-year-old boy, 6 or 7, walking from Ukraine to Poland, crying with a bar of chocolate in one hand and a teddy bear in his hand in the other. And all his parents, his brothers and sisters, everyone killed apart from him. And you look at these prima donnas that play for our club. You look at the Winks and they stroll out thinking we're somebody, and they're not. Half of them haven't got the passion to play for our team. And you look, Tottenham fans turning on each other because of this Levy. We all need to be together because of Levy to get Levy out. We all need to be all together. Channels, fans, everything. And that really got me last night. And it got me thinking, why do these players do this to us? They can't be bothered to play for the shirt or play for the badge or play for us fans. But they're quite happy to pick up 200 grand a week or 100 grand a week. Enough is a bloody enough. We cannot keep going on like this. And as a fan base, we need to stand together. We all stood together to get lit sugar out. Let's all do the same again. And a win tonight would do us the world of good. But again, it's win, loss, win, loss, win.
Yeah, it's it's a problem.
It's not a problem, Ben. It's something that's set into this club. This club is not the Tottenham I supported. It's not the team. I don't recognise this club. And it's very hard for me because I remember us winning stuff. And it hurts me because the likes of you, Ben, and our younger fans, that nobody's seen us win anything. I've seen us win UEFA Cups, FA Cups. I've seen us win 1, 2. I've seen us win 3 FA Cups, 1 UEFA Cup, and the runners-up in. I've seen us playing 4 FA Cup finals. A UEFA Cup.
Again, it's another problem. It's been set in from the ownership of the club. But they've put us on this journey of milking fans for. They want people to be journeymen. It's all about the journey and not the destination. And that was never Tottenham.
You see, I mean, and then when you see that 6-year-old, it puts really things into perspective. And you're thinking, you see the people in Ukraine fighting for their country, dying for their country. And we ask a player who's on 150, 100 grand, whatever a week, for 90 minutes to give his all for his team, for our club. We're not asking him to die. We're not asking him to shoot a player. We're asking him to put his all, kicking a leather ball with air in it around the pitch. It's not too much to ask.
You do your job. I mean, that's all they're asking today. They're asking to earn their pay packet, and they're not.
No, and it really makes you think. We give our all as fans, and they don't give that us back. Why should we give our all as fans? If we turned up right to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and sat there and said nothing, no, come on, you Spurs, no, nothing, just sat there, they'd be the first ones to complain. Well, we didn't have the crowd tonight. Where was the crowd? But we can't have a go at them for not giving their all. It's just, I don't mean to look dejected, William Kelly. I really don't. I'm normally a positive person that we're going to win, but I think it gets to a point where you just get so pissed off with it. And for me, this little fucker, where is he now? I will find you. Where is he? Where is he now? I did have a picture of him the other day. I've lost him again now.
Let's just not bother with it. We know who's to blame with this one.
See that there, Ben?
Yeah.
That's what Tottenham should be. That's what we should be doing. That's the Tottenham I love. Kings of Europe. What are we now? Kings of nothing. Right, let's get through some of these comments here, Ben, because I know you have to pop off soon, and I will be putting the link in. I will be putting the link into the chat if anyone wants to pop on. So we've got Alan Harris, morning Bobby K. He's saying
we can get top 4, but we definitely won't. That is the problem. We can do it if we had any sort of pride. We would do it. It wouldn't be too difficult. Bobby's Nick saying morning brother, lovely. Guys, why do you feel? I don't feel dejected. I just feel I'm just being humbled. At the end of the day, nothing really matters at the moment. So all that matters is if they start doing their job. This is realism. This is the realism of how the club is run. There's no need to be dejected in my eyes because we've seen this coming. This is now the ship sinking.
Yeah.
Be positive. I try and be as positive as much as I can. Morning, Arthur. Morning, sir.
Morning, Arthur. There's a man. There is a man that is that I can. There's a man I can listen to all day and all night with these Tottenham stories. I really could. Go on, then, Ben. Just read these out.
Stay strong and positive, lad. Remember, in Winks we trust.
Yeah.
Yeah. George, a loss tonight would be the final nail in the coffin and would surely end our season. Harsh reality, yeah.
Yeah.
But who knows? Adam saying morning Arthur, saying morning, well said Dermot. I don't recognise this club as being the real Tottenham. Yep.
Yeah.
Keen asked the same. United yesterday. Players nowadays don't have loyalty to the badge. All money. If your owners only show they care about money, then why would the players care about football? It is,
Exactly.
Don't worry, it changes next season. And for the people that they've done this to the people of Ukraine. They will. Yeah, it is. I don't want to talk about politics on this channel, but it's really sad to see. If ENIC had invested in
Ben, I understand what you're saying, but I was trying to make a relevant point I was just trying to make the point. That's all I was trying to do.
If ENIC had invested when Poch was here, I'd say we'd be in a lot better position and then not in this predicament we're in at the moment, in my humble opinion.
I actually agree. I think if it was anybody else buying it, they would have backed Poch, to be honest with you. Trouble is, it's been pretty crap even on the sugar, but spot on with feeling crap about a toddler being exactly, Bobby K. Majority of them are mercenaries. Levy and TFC use us, the fans, for money. Yeah. Bill Nicholson saw us as the club. He told his players it was us, the fans, that they paid for. What the shirt meant. Yeah, exactly. He said to the players, I be gone, you be gone. It's the fans that never will be gone. I'll put the link for the chat because I know Ben has to go soon.
Yeah.
I'll put that into there. So there's chat. If anyone wants to pop on, I'm staying on for another 10 minutes. If nobody wants to come on, then I'll end the show there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in there now. Okay, so big up there. Yeah. Alan Harrison, spot on. Arthur.
All our current players are just mercenary journeymen, not real players who play for. Yeah.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, it seems that everything's happening bigger than the club, more money and more freedom. Money is a problem.
It is.
You're absolutely right, Dermot. We shouldn't assume our right to win things, but we should at least be competing to do so. But Levy interested? Yeah, he's not interested.
No.
Mark hasn't said we can get ENIC to buy Chelsea. They know what suffering is about.
I wanted you to ask you on that as well because that broke while you're away, actually, Ben. So I wanted to get your quick thoughts on that.
Yeah.
And give me 5, Dermot. I'll join you. Thank you, Bobby K. You're very kind, sir. Abramovich selling Chelsea. He came out with a statement on the Saturday, saying I'm going to give it to the trustees, and then a few days later, I'm selling the club.
Yeah.
He offered it apparently to a 96-year-old billionaire. Like, what's he going to do with the bloody club at 86? What do you think will happen? I hope Chelsea go back to how they were, personally. So what do you think will happen?
What will happen with Chelsea is this will now be a shock to football in terms of ownership. What we need to do now is the fit and proper ownership test needs a total overhaul.
Mm-hmm.
Total overhaul. Because this isn't going to stop now. Abramovich is just the tip of the iceberg. Now you have the Newcastle owners. You have owners who have they have more than infinite money. They have beyond infinite money.
Mm.
And until football, which is headed by UEFA, this isn't the football club's fault. The reason this is like this is because the people at the top of football are the most corrupt people in the world. They are the most evil people on the planet. They are corrupt. This isn't just owners of the football clubs that are the problem. The only way to own a football club is to have infinite money now, because UEFA, the agents, everyone around football, they're only focused on money. They're not about improving the football game. They're only focused on how much money is in their pocket. So until we have drastic changes in football, and a total decorruption of the sport, this will never end. It goes to show how evil all these owners are, when the best owner from a ethics standpoint is probably Daniel Levy. He's not, say what you want about the bloke. He's a terrible football owner, and he's probably a corrupt, awful bloke, especially with like the stuff like the tap stop group pricing people out. But if you compare Daniel Levy to the other owners, he looks like a nice guy. That's how evil football is. Football is evil. The people that are in positions of power in football are evil. And until we remove their power and we remove their money from our football clubs, we'll just be going on a merry-go-round.
There you go, Ben. I thought I'd put his picture up for you there. Look at that ugly cunt.
But he's one of the better ones. That shows how evil football is. He's one of the better ones.
He reminds you of He reminds you of Blofeld, doesn't he?
He's
All
Dr.
he's
Evil.
missing is his pussycat to just stroke there. But anyway, get that first, making me feel sick watching that picture.
That makes me feel sick too.
That should give me shivers seeing that picture. Oh, Jesus. Well said, Ben. I just want to welcome Barry from Shelfside Sports. How are you this morning, sir?
I'm good, guys. I'm good. I just wanted to come on to try and change your mood because you both really, I don't know. It is what it is,
I'm
right?
just tired, mate.
I know you're all tired, but I just think that we can't change anything until the summer, right? So
yeah,
no,
let's not change our mood because the football team is what it is, right? We got to take it. I was very, negative after some results, and I've just thought, sod it. Let's just see what happens. Take it game by game. Let's not look into anything. Whatever happens at the end of the season happens, and that's it. And I think that's the best way we can all look at it. Otherwise, we're all just going to be miserable for the next 4 months or whatever is left of the season, and it's not going to help anyone. It's just, I just want to, I'm not saying that you're doing it on purpose, but I just want to try and lift the mood a little bit because you both just seem like, Ben's probably got the holiday blues, which is understandable because he's come back. I mean, he's brought the sun back with him, so that's some positive. Yeah. So let's look at that.
I don't know. He's even got the sun here in Wexford, so I'm happy for that. I mean, it pissed down with rain yesterday, so I'm glad with the sun this morning.
Yeah, so like Arthur said, we all have to put up with this until the summer. Then we resolve it one way or another, and I think that's right. I think you see a lot of people talking about it. Look, we and Stell is obviously, you've all seen what Stell's been doing, and do you know what? I don't necessarily agree how he's going about it, but what he's saying is right? So, we, 9 times out of 10, we are the problem because we're going on, we're talking about the same thing every week. This is the issue. This is the players. This is it. So, look, we know this is the issue. We can change it the first couple of weeks. If we don't change it in the first couple of weeks, Conte goes, then all hell will break loose and that will be it. And then we'll have to change it. But the fans, not us, but the fans need to stop, doing what they're doing and moaning about it. They need to take action. Look, I'm not saying for one moment, we got the training ground and we got the stadium and that's the best place that we can do it. I'm not saying for one moment people start doing what they did to Sugar and go around his house and everything else. Do you know what I mean? And Brian said the same thing. So, that's where his family are and that's his place, where he should be at peace. And that's 100%. We've got, we can get to the training ground, we can get to the stadium, and that's where we need to, that's where we need to focus our energy, let's just say, come the summer. But until then, look, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. All the other teams have dropped points over the weekend. So ultimately, we know what's going to happen tonight because every time we've had an opportunity to close the gap on the top 6 or top 4 or top 1 or whatever that looks like, we've cocked it up. So I think we'll win tonight. I think that we just need, let's look at the positivity, right? So the positivity on Saturday when everyone was there and the community and everyone being together and saying goodbye to Brian on Saturday, the same as what it was the Wolves game when you came over, Dermot, with everyone, and you know everyone got to meet each other. Let's use that as a positive, right? Let's, you know, tonight I'm looking forward to seeing loads of people that are going to the game. Whatever happens. I'm not going to expect anything, a win or a loss. Whatever happens. Whatever the result is, the result is. We can dissect the result, and then I think that's all we should do. We know what the issues are. There's no point going around in circles, and I've probably come to that stage because I've just got a bit not bored of sounding miserable, but I have got bored of sounding miserable because I just come on and go, oh, it's this, it's that, it's this, it's that. And I think we just need to, for our own health and mental well-being and everything else, what happens tonight, right? It is what it is.
I just wanted to say it's not just Tottenham. I've had a few other things that's happened over the weekend, so I think it's just a combination of everything. Normally, I'm quite positive when I come on. Normally, I'm always 4-0 win. We can do this. I think it's just a combination of a few things. I'm not feeling well myself, but I enjoy doing these streams, and I enjoy talking about Tottenham. Always have done. Always will do.
Absolutely, Derek. But what I'm saying is that everyone's got the, you know, like you're saying, there's some things that's happened over the weekend. If we let Tottenham then go on top of that, that could be the thing that pushes you. No, I'm not saying pushes you over the edge, but you get what I'm saying, right? If we park Tottenham in a little box and whatever happens, then we don't need to worry. You know, we can focus on everything else. You know, and that's why tonight, you know, and Saturday was brilliant, and you know, obviously, you know, Dermot, you're not coming tonight because you are where you are, but. You know,
if I could get a private plane, I would come. Do you know that? Just with you guys.
But are you going to the game, right, Barry?
Yeah, I'll be there tonight. So you know,
we need to somehow find a way to get in contact because we.
Yeah, so we're all gonna, you know, obviously I was with, you know, Brian and Danny Kiriakou and Ben and Sim and you know everyone, you know, George was there. Who else was there? Alan was there, you know, so everyone, and I think actually the biggest thing that is the positive that we need to remember is this community, because I met Iggy for the first time on Saturday, but actually it's almost like I felt that I knew him because of having conversations that we've been having or watching his morning videos, or you know, and the same with when, you know, meeting you guys, I knew you. But I didn't know you, if that makes sense. But because we've had this communication and talking on streams and messages and Twitter and everything else, I felt that, you know, it's one big family, and that's what I'm looking forward to tonight. I'm looking forward to seeing all of you guys that are going to be there tonight, and the result is the result. It's not going to change. I've gone past the point where I'm going to let it change how I'm feeling, or let it, you know, affect everything else that's going on. And normally, okay, you guys know, normally I'm kind of, you know, I want to have a laugh and cause a bit of mischief, but I just thought I'd kind of maybe be a bit serious, Barry, today, to kind of say
that's
to you guys,
that's 2 shows in a row, Barry. I'm getting quite worried now.
Maybe it's the mornings. Maybe I need a haircut. I don't know.
Maybe you're wise to the fact.
It's the grey hairs. I need to get rid of it, you know. But anyway, that's not for me.
I've got plenty of them, Barry. I'll tell you, I'm well ahead of you on the grey hairs. And joining us all the way from sunny Australia is the main Irish fella there. It's William Kelly. How are you, William?
I'm good. How are you, Dermot?
I'm all right. I'm okay. Be
up,
all right.
man.
I win tonight, and we'll be there.
Yeah, I actually, I don't care. I couldn't care less about the result, to be quite honest with you. I know that the season's over for me, as far as I'm concerned. Just want to see it get to the end now and see what happens in the summer. Because, like what Mark just said, if they don't back Conte and they don't get the players in, it's all hell is going to break loose. And we're going to have another shit season, because it'll just end up being another roundabout that we got to go around to get rid of these owners, you know?
Yeah, it is, William.
But I'll tell you, my opinion is that they will back him. Because they're in a corner now, like I said before, where they know that if they don't back him, it's curtains basically, and it will go very bad very quickly.
Yeah.
So I think they can't just bring in cheap shit players. They've got to bring in decent players for him, and they will do it. They will do it this time because they have to do it. They've no choice.
No, they've got no choice, William, and you're spot on there. So, before we go to you, Bobby K, Barry, I love this comment for Carl Simpson. We just need to keep shouting to Delhi to pass the ball, and he will forget who he's playing for, and he'll put things through to score.
Yes, Carl.
So that's your mission tonight, Ben and Barry. Keep shouting to Delhi, pass the ball to Kane. There's your mission. Will you accept that mission?
I'd rather just drink.
Barry, will you accept that mission?
I'll accept the mission. I'll accept. Bloody hell, I've just seen a message from someone. He's been back in Canada bloody 5 minutes and he can't miss jumping on a bloody stream. I'm not going to be on a stream. I'm going to spend
streaming slag.
I know.
He's not even been back 5 minutes. Yeah, if you want to come on, Brian, come on. You don't have to ask. You really don't have to ask, sir.
I'm not going to do it.
I actually need to jump off and roast some coffee now because I've just got back and I need to actually do some work. So I am.
Man, you just came off holiday, my man. Take it easy.
I've got to get back to work, Bobby. I need to get back to work.
You have to pace yourself, though, okay?
Yeah. Listen to Uncle Bobby down the bottom there. Listen to Uncle Bobby.
You have to pace yourself, okay, young man? You know, you get older. We have to make sure we do things slowly now. And when you have a team like Tottenham you're supporting, that little bit of energy and joy you have in your life, they suck it away. So now your body has to create more energy to compensate. So pace yourself, young man. Pace yourself.
I have plenty of energy, mate. It's called delicious French food. That's all the energy I needed.
How was your trip?
It was very, very good, thank you.
Looking sharp up on the mountain there, buddy.
Yep. Captain America.
I jumped in right when you were jumping off there, and I got to see the beautiful view you were showing all of us. So
I tell you, I love the mountains in the background you showed on Friday.
Yeah, it was great.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Really nice, yeah. So, guys, there you go. Hey, I wrote that. Ranjit, that's you in the corner. What's you guys, you know, you're talking about here that the mood is a bit down. We got to lift it, but I got to ask what the hell's going on with Barry and being so serious? This is a back-to-back serious stream. I've seen him with that's better.
Can I just say also very quickly, Barry?
Like if these streams are going to get serious, I'm out, boys.
Your stream with Steve Herman on Friday was brilliant. I really enjoyed it. Absolutely fantastic show.
Which bit was it? The first bit or the bit when I came on? Because if we're talking about the first bit, I wasn't
when you were there, sir.
Yeah, I'm talking about all of it.
Mayhem.
I'm talking about all of it.
It's alive. It's back on
Canadian soil.
My God, he's only back in Canada 5 minutes. And he's back on YouTube already.
You know
what time is it there, Brian?
So maybe before I address everyone, let me just talk to Nick, Barry, Schulfield, Grant, Ranjit. Something inside so strong. Mr. 58 names. My wife is at work. I am laying here jet lagged to bits. Can't sleep. Put on YouTube. Saw you wonderful guys. And especially, I mean, the lower level, but there's someone in the top right there from Australia, a brother of mine, Mr. William Kelly, that I will never, ever, ever miss a chance to say hello to, as well as my Bobby. I forgot the Bobby K. It's Bobby K. It's Bobby K. And then we've got Ben, who I haven't got to say goodbye to, and your face, Dermot. You've been without your camera for a few days, mate. So how can I miss this opportunity?
There you go.
Yeah. Well, it's lovely to have you on, Brian. And how was the flight back?
Outstanding.
Good.
Outstanding. First class is always good.
Came back to some nice weather, buddy.
Oh, mate, you saw the pit. Although it's not nice today, the skies were blue. I had to take my jumper off and my jacket off. It was beautiful, but it's not looking too pleasant today.
No, it's miserable today, buddy. The rest of the week is going to be a little bit kite.
You boys all need to come to Australia. That's where the weather is, boys.
That's it, eh? That's simple.
Oh, that's easy. Trust me.
I can't get my wife to move 3 blocks over. Good morning, Arthur. I can't get my
Oh, the kingdom.
wife to move bloody 3 blocks away. I forget moving a whole country away. Yeah, boys, you know what? It's funny because there is a bit of a dejection and a black cloud that we've allowed to creep in over us called Tottenham Hotspur. But it's not the football club. It's the entities that are running it. So we're going to say ENIC have created a black cloud over us. But we can't do this, guys. We can't be down before the game. Let's do what we traditionally do. Be down after the game. Right? Let's not break tradition, fellas.
It's hard, Bobby. It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, I hear you, William. Sorry, I've just
you know,
1 second,
yeah.
please.
He's got his agent. Bobby K's got his agent on the line.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Here you go. He's signing up for Tottenham.
Yeah. As he offered him a 4-year contract, about €100 a week.
That's it. Don't accept the first contract.
No.
Sorry. What was that? Somebody
Don't accept the first contract.
Some res guy from Shelf Side something? I couldn't hear him.
And don't accept €100 a week. Try to get to 200 if you can.
€100 a week after the wife and kids are taken care of. That leaves me 12 cents. Yes.
Bobby, you at the yard today, or are you working?
No, I'm working in the afternoon. I've actually only got a little bit of time with you fellas now. I got to go do, the Monday morning routine, go get the groceries and everything and feed these guys. And then in an hour, feed them again. And then 2 hours later, feed them again, then go to work. Yeah, it's I love Mondays. I really do.
Give them some poutine. That will last them all day.
That was last night. That was dinner last night, Ben. Big treat.
We'll have it this morning as well.
Yeah, my brother-in-law.
That's exactly what I'm having at the yard in a few hours.
Oh, are you going over there for lunch?
Yeah, meeting up with Brian Island for the.
Nice.
We're gonna be doing the first ever kind of thing. We're gonna speak to the Scotland Yard about a few things, but we're gonna be doing interviews before the game, and me and Brian reunited, and then after the game and everything, depending on the crowd there. So it's gonna be a regular feature at Scotland Yard.
Are you guys gonna do a video where you have somebody like playing the Chariots of Fire while you two run towards each other in slow motion or something?
That's what I was hoping for, Bobby. A little.
I might get back. You know what? I
want the Baywatch style with the slow mo and the boob bounce and everything too.
What I might do? I might get Barry to sing something inside so strong as we're running.
Oh,
there you go.
Oh, all right. Where's Sim when you need him?
But no, I mean, anyone who just will say before we get back to Tottenham, I haven't spoken about it. We had my leaving drinks on Saturday, and obviously, Bobby, you called in. Nick Barry Sauce was with us. It was meant to be
everybody in the world was there except for Ben. He was too busy up on a mountain.
It was meant to be a few drinks in the afternoon. I said to myself, just get to bed by 10, so you get a few hours kit before the airport. I got to my door at 2:30 in the morning.
I'm surprised you was that early.
2:30 in the morning, and then I was
that's the way you're supposed to do it, Brian. That's the way to leave.
Oh, mate, it was just a great day. The only person that was really missing, obviously, was Superman, but he couldn't be there for obvious reasons. But when I'm back in June, I will be having a night with him. So, yeah. But it was non-stop yesterday.
Yeah, but I have to say...
Hold on a second. Sorry, I've got to go into that last comment that you just put up by, what was that, Avatron or something that just popped up?
Yeah.
Where did it go?
Oh, yeah. Let me put it up.
What was the name?
Yeah, a Taracon Wembley 1.
I'm sorry. So wait a minute. This is something. Brian
this guy,
the Leafs lost at home. You're so right.
Guy...
Leafs to the Spurs of North America. No. Wait a minute. But he's saying how's Toronto, Brian. So that means that you've been stealing my comparisons of the Toronto Maple Leafs and the ENIC board and using them as your own.
I must admit,
dude,
Bobby,
you're stealing a rookie's material.
Bobby, if you let me finish, I actually said to him, because he's actually a great guy. He came to the Leave You Out protest. I actually said, my friend Bobby said they're like this, but you were not even known in YouTube then. So yes, I did take it, but I gave you the credit.
Okay, I appreciate that. So, can you repost your comment with the appropriate, credits?
He's a top boy. He's a top boy.
It's just funny to me, Brian, that because before, as much as you've opened my eyes into the education of the Spurs and this whole YouTube community, it's funny how I had to kind of get you into hockey a little bit to get you to understand the game. I still remember when we went to that first game, and the issue was with following the puck, and it made me realize that if you don't follow these sports, like from your younger and everything, it's hard to kind of understand what's going on out there, and it kind of almost touches what you guys are touching about with these younger generations and stuff. They don't have the appreciation that us long-term fans have had for the fact that we've seen success in the previous eras, and we've been basically starved of success because of what the ownership is doing, not necessarily, but it is a collective, that whole, again, trickle down effect. The players don't look like they want to play. They look dejected. But if you guys watched Roy Keane yesterday's interview yesterday after the United loss, did any of you see that?
I did.
Yes.
I actually did. I was laughing because he always makes me laugh, Roy Keane. When he speaks, I'll start giggling.
The funniest thing, Dermot, I'm watching that, and I'm watching every single word. And I actually enjoy his interviews, and I'm watching Michael Richards just fall out of his chair laughing. But I could have swore every single thing he said could be attributed to our club.
Yeah, of course it is.
Every single thing he said. It's lack of passion, lack of commitment, no tracking back, no making the efforts, no run backs, no covering each other, no working for each other. It's sickening, right? Hey, Kuba.
He says today's weather forecast is what's that? Go on, Ben. Read that out for us, will you?
There are toffees moving in from the north, and there'll be a brief spell of Dr. Tottenham, and it'll be raining shit all week with no silver lining. Yeah.
Can I just say one
Kuba,
thing?
you ray
And
of
I don't
sunshine.
know if anyone agrees with this, but I've watched Kane for years now, and I think Kane's a fantastic striker. But the man has no leadership qualities whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's Roy Keane, not Robbie. He's talking about William.
Huh?
Sorry?
It was Roy Keane, not Robbie yesterday.
Roy Keane, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I thought you were talking about... Okay, I got you.
No. What I'm asking is, Harry Kane. He's a fantastic striker.
Kane, yeah.
We all know this. But that man has no leadership qualities whatsoever.
No,
he leads by example, but not by shouting at people.
No, but it's not that, Ben. It's not that, Ben. When your team is losing, and you need someone to stand up and be counted. There's supposed to be people in that team that are supposed to be leaders. People say Eric Dyer.
The captain should be in the middle of the park.
Yeah.
But with every big game, he goes missing.
It's because the rest of Kane is a player that because he's a striker, he can't be the one passing the ball to himself.
No, I get that. I get that 100%.
I agree with William in the sense that I've seen him do it on the top stage for England as well.
Yes,
in finals, he disappears. Maybe he's overthinking. Maybe he puts too much pressure on himself for the result or something. But it's just
created for him.
The one thing
created for him.
The one thing I will say about that. First of all, if I say that, William, check your Facebook because I sent you my number for WhatsApp.
I got it, Brian. I just was working. I didn't get a chance to reply back to you, but I've set you up on WhatsApp, so I will give you a call, mate.
Perfect. Getting back to Harry Kane, the thing is as well, people say he goes missing in finals, which he has done. There's that every single stat shows it, but you know what? Half the time he's got us to those finals, so there's that the kind of counteraction. Without him,
doing 90% of the job. What I was about
to say as well is he doesn't have there should be a lot more leaders on the pitch, but unfortunately, right now with what we've got, there isn't. So when you look at leaders,
you can only have leaders on the pitch if you have players that actually have commitment to the cause. When you don't have players committed to the cause, they can't lead. You can't lift up somebody beside you when you yourself are already down mentally and physically. We just don't have that energy. There's nobody.
Harry Kane is levels above everything we have. Everything.
And that's why he's dejected.
So he can't. So dragging them up to he can motivate. He can try and motivate them. They never get to the level that he's on. William's right. and I'm
Very
completely
few
with Ben.
players ever will.
I hate the two places I believe should never be a captain is a goalkeeper and a striker.
Yes.
And guess what both our strikers, both our captains are? It's a goalkeeper and a striker. I've always said it should be either a central defender or a defender, but preferably it should be a central midfielder or my captain if I was a manager or did you like you, Bobby, coaching and everything. I'd want it to be someone that can communicate in the centre of the park. But I understand if it's a right back or a left winger or like when Beckham was captain. Totally get it. Totally get it. Gerrard, John Terry, Ledley King. You look at all the Bobby Moore, Roy Keane, Patrick Vieira. You go through all these main captains.
100% Brian.
And they're in that position. But I've always, I mean, the only goalkeeper I can ever say that, you know what, did a good job as a captain, and I'm going back a long, long way, was Peter Shilton for England.
Baby.
That's the only, or maybe, as much as I hate to say it, when Seaman captained the Filth or occasionally England.
Or even if Peter Schmeichel had been captain of Man United, he would have definitely been a good captain. But I look at Hugo Lloris, okay, and I see nothing of a captain in that guy whatsoever. You know, I don't see him moving his troops around the field and you know, when someone makes a mistake, I don't see him rushing out of his box. If that was Peter Schmeichel, he would fucking take the head off somebody.
Yeah.
You know, I just don't get it. There's just, for me, in this Spurs team, there is absolutely no leaders whatsoever. Nobody in that team, from Son to Kane to Hugo Lloris to Dyer, all of them, none of them are leaders, not one of them.
Guys, don't worry. William, Brian, relax. We're Spurs fans. We're used to waiting, right? So we've just got to continue. Tomorrow's going to be a better day. We'll win tomorrow, and we've only got to wait 3 more years, and Oliver Skip will be our captain. So just remain patient. Just keep waiting. Keep trusting this failing process. Don't worry. One day it'll happen.
Can I just say, Ben, goodbye to Ben, because he had to go. So see you later, Ben.
Have a good day, Ben.
See you, Ben.
Yeah. I mean,
it's a depressing cycle. That's why, you know, it's hard to get out of, and I can understand why the frustration, and it's hard to be motivated before we're getting to the point where we're dejected before the game, not after seeing.
To be honest with you, Bobby, I can see us getting beat by Everton because Everton have everything to play for.
They have something to go for. Yeah, they have
everything to play for. What they're gonna do to it's 6 o'clock in the morning for me, but they're going to sit in and they're going to close us down and they're going to catch us on the counter attack.
If they play into the middle of the park, they're way better.
Lose. Yeah, they have everything to lose.
The only thing that should be motivating them right now as it stands, level on games, the Filth are 6 points ahead of us.
Oh.
Yeah, but that doesn't even motivate them, Brian.
This is what I'm saying. This is what should. If I was a player today,
right, Barry,
that would be all the motivation I would need.
I mean, be looking at that. I'd be looking at that table every day, every hour, every minute, and it would do my head in to see them ahead of us. And I would do everything on the field to make sure that we caught up and went past them.
But that's because you have that. That's the thing, William. You have that passion. We, as the fans, have that passion. We know what the club means. We know who our rivals are. We have this ingrained hatred towards certain clubs and everything, and their failure is almost our success. But this change in atmosphere now around the club, that it's all about money, and when you see that the ownerships clearly only care about investment and in money, then you as a player realize that you are just basically merchandise. You have no value. So
and I think
I'm
that's
just
exactly
another
what the
number
problem
and another
is.
player, then why do I care? Because you're going to replace me tomorrow with somebody's going to come in and put in the same half-ass effort. I don't get rewarded for putting in a greater performance. I don't get rewarded for putting in more of an effort. There's no benefit to me for it. So we go into just natural human nature. You go into that give up mentality. Then, well, screw it. I'm just going to come in, do my little bit, and go the hell home.
Yeah,
that is so true. I got one here from Wembley. I would love to know all your reactions to this one. I would be up for having Roy Keane in as our assistant manager. What do you lads think to that one?
Look, I love Roy Keane. Okay, I love everything about Roy Keane, but the problem with Roy Keane is, and especially with the prima donnas nowadays, Keane would go in there and he would just grab someone by the throat because he wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah, he'll kill someone.
And he would lose the dressing room like he has with other teams too quick.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It's too dangerous to have Roy Keane
bullying
in there.
tactics works for maybe 1 or 2 games, and then that's it. It's going to wear off really fast.
and then you lose the dressing room too quick.
Yeah. It's got to be from the top.
Yeah.
You got to have owners that cares.
Yeah, exactly.
Holy shit! Wow. You know what? You might be onto something here.
I don't know who that is.
Something.
Who is that, Bob?
Harold Ballard. Honestly, if you looked up this guy, he actually would rival Daniel Levy for the Parasite of Our Lifetime award. He was just a greedy son of a bitch. He pretty much took the Leafs. He took over them right after their glory years and everything like that, and into the 70s and into the 80s, I believe, is when he sold. And he just rinsed, got rid of all the quality. These guys were winning all the time. You know, they were consistent champions, and then all of a sudden, this guy came in and he took it. Just rinsed the place out for every penny he could. Got rid of the star players, brought in created a toxic environment, and there's still a ripple effect to that with new owners coming in. Jesus, 30 years later. So that's why now, like I've said before, I would not want our club to sell right now. I would be very scared to have somebody come in and buy our club right now, because if somebody bought our club right now, it's definitely not for football. I want somebody that loves football to come in and shares that passion, and basically that passion has to then trickle down to the players again.
Very hard to get it though, Bobby. It's very hard to get it.
It's beyond hard. It's you know, but I'd like to see an owner that actually shows up more than a game every decade. You know?
Oh Jesus, well that's not hard. Let's be honest.
Even the Newcastle owners, they've been there. They've been showing the guy, and I think it's his daughter or his sister, or whatever she is, as well, in the stands and everything like that. And I think she's the director or whatever. But they're there. They're there. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, they're at least showing their support for the team.
That's why I say to you, that's why I say that like Levy shoulders a lot of the blame. But to be honest with you, Joe Lewis is the biggest coward in the history of sport, and he should shoulder the majority of the blame for this, because he's non-existent.
He probably doesn't even know he owns a football club. Really.
Yeah, that's it. Like, why have it? I'll tell you why he has it. We all know why he has it, because they invest in it, and they're making millions off Tottenham, and they have made millions off Tottenham.
Oh yeah. And they'll continue
and that's the simple thing. And like, anyone that thinks that that's not true, like, they're just mad. They're mental. They just do not see what we see, you know?
I'm going to say, big up Bob Spur. I hope you're keeping all right, sir. And I'll say again, and I'll say it before, you're an inspiration to every one of us for what you've done, what you've gone through, the fight you've put up.
Most definitely.
Brian calls you his Superman. I think you're Iron Man because of the way you've just keep fighting. But keep up the good fight, Bob, and we can't wait to see you back on YouTube again. It's lovely hearing you on YouTube too. And I'll go around the panel with this. I'll start with you, Brian. I have to start with you, and it's a Bob Spur question. And I'll go then to Bobby, then you, Barry, and then you, William. I'll start with you, Brian. It says we all think Ali's going to have a stormer tonight, right? What would you say to that?
So first of all, I've just put a message in the chat for Superman saying that I'll call him as soon as I'm done with this. Do you know what? Well, as I was taking off, all I thought about was this man and pretty much all the flight and just his road to recovery and how good it's going to be when I come back in June and he's back to normal and I can go out with him and me, Kim, Ilana. He can meet Ilana and Kim for the first time, and obviously we can go out have a nice meal. That's all I thought about, his road to recovery, and obviously he'll get there, and just all the good things. I'm actually very, very happy that I'm not going to the Everton game tonight, because Simeon had a spare ticket, and they were like, if you were there, you would have given it. I said I wouldn't have taken it, because I had it in my head that if we lost, I would have ran onto the pitch with a Leave You Out banner. and people know I'm crazy enough to do it, and I would have done it. So I'm very happy.
Would you do it naked though?
No.
Oh, geez. Hey. We just lifted the mood of the chat, and all of a sudden, boom, straight downhill again.
No,
William,
listen, William, you know,
here, man.
William, I am up for some crazy shit. Getting blocked from Tottenham, that's something. Yeah, that's whole. Maybe when he leaves in celebration, I'll fly over to do that.
Hold on, Brian. I feel a bet coming on.
No. I'm not stupid enough. Believe me, I have to. After this, I now have to get the all clear from my wife when I put bets on. So that's definitely not getting past. But getting back to Dele Alli, listen. If he's going to come back and have a game of games and announce he's arrived at Everton, as Cooper was saying with his weather report, it's written in the stars that it would be tonight. Listen, we all know if Dele Alli turns up and it's the Dele Alli we knew and loved, he could single-handedly win this game on his own if he wanted to. Single-handedly, if that right Dele Alli turned up. Unfortunately, that Dele Alli isn't here. But do you know what? I don't even know if he's actually started a game for Everton since he's been there.
No, I don't think he has.
I think they've all come off the bench, and then it's more to the case of when he comes on. Listen, talking of Everton, I think there's been a lot of talk about how Everton are going to play. Are they going to come out and play a Frank Lampard open, expansive, attacking football? Or, like I think, are they going to go low block and try and smash and grab? And the reason I say they're going to do that is when you're in that relegation struggle, and I don't mean any disrespect to Everton, but they factually are right in it. All your managers always say, when you go to the teams that aren't direct competition, you take a point. You take a point and you focus getting the 3 points against the teams around you. And I've got a real feeling that's the way Everton are going to play. They're not going to come out and attack. They're going to say, right, Tottenham don't know how to break teams down that are organised. Just stay organised and we'll get them on the counter. And if it's like 0-0 or something when he comes on, or 1-1 or whatever, then there's a possibility. But the main worry that I've got is Dele Alli isn't the one that worries me. If Harry Winks starts, and we would imagine, unless Benson Core is fit, and he's going to have to be very, very fit, because Decore and Allen aren't no mugs.
No,
they are power.
They both had a hell of a game against Manchester City.
Yeah, they are both power. And if Harry Winks is playing, Harry Winks won't get a foot on either of them, especially Decore. So there's a very, very good chance what Bobby's saying could happen. But I think this game is a lot tougher than people are. People are going, it's Everton, they're in a relegation fight. This should be an easy win. Well, that's what we said about Borough. That's what we said about Zagreb. That's what we said about Burnley. That's what we said about Mura. And this is when these problems start arising. So I think this is a real tough game. And if it's 0-0 or 1-1 and he comes on with 20, 25, whatever, Bob Spur could be bang on the money. Bang on the money.
Yeah, I agree.
I hope you're both wrong.
Don't get me wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
I just hope you're wrong.
Look, I actually said it earlier on when I came on the chat. I can see us losing to Everton tonight.
That's the sad thing, William. We're at the point where...
Sorry, I've just got to take a phone call. Brian, can you take the host for a few minutes?
Yeah, of course I can.
Yeah, thank you.
We've just got...
Order. Oh, you, Bobby. No,
where's your gavel?
Here it is.
We're just at the point, William, where we've become so dejected with our own club, we don't have faith at all in them anymore. Honestly, that's why it's like somebody said to me, they're like, how can you keep smiling and laughing when you talk about Spurs? And I'm like, what's my alternative? Rip my hair out, scream, cuss, bitch, and moan? It's not going to change the situation.
Well, it's actually easy to
physically go on the field.
Them now.
And that's the thing. They're almost unpredictable now. Before, we could at least know that we had a really shit team or a really good team. Now we have quality players, some of them, and the ability to get results because, well, we could beat the champions, but then we can't beat Burnley.
I know. I still can't believe that, we beat Manchester City and we can't even beat Burnley, for fuck's sake.
And Middlesbrough in a must-win game. A must-win game.
Yeah.
And it's just frustrating. It really is. But again, I think one of you had already said this, that I refuse to let these guys just ruin my week. You know,
No, I'm not letting them anymore, to be quite
day,
honest with
I'm
you.
just
And yeah, I, to be honest with you, I did like a game at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'd usually sit up and watch it before I go to work, but I'm actually going to work at 6 o'clock, so I'm not watching it.
What time is it there now?
Don't want to. It's 20 past 11.
Oh, at night. Okay.
Yes.
So it's Monday night for you, though.
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Right. Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So the match is Tuesday morning.
Do we need to do a little geography lesson for you, Bobby K, where Australia is, right?
And I know where Australia is. We need to obviously do a time difference session. So maybe in the next one we could, because we've got people coming in from around the world, maybe you guys can do a collaborations with Eugene over there, Spurs Your Asian, and you guys can get everybody's different time zones.
So if we know,
we got our names up. What about at the bottom corner of the time where we are?
Yeah, little time zone beside you.
I got an awful shock the other day. We had some fella from Manila, actually Vietnam, actually watching us the other day, and I was totally shocked sideways. I'm just thinking, Vietnam. I couldn't get my head around it. It's like my little channel has reached Vietnam, and that for me is just mind-blowing.
Would you believe this, Dermot? Vietnam is very, very westernized now.
I wouldn't. I believe you.
No, it is. It's become very westernized, and so has
even
Thailand, Vietnam.
I mean, they're that westernized. They even allowed Jeremy Clarkson into the country.
Well, there you go.
I mean, once they allow Jeremy Clarkson into your country, you're totally knackered. That's it.
I actually quite like Jeremy Clarkson, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I must admit that was the best Top Gear when they did the bikes across Vietnam. I thought that was the best Top Gear they ever did. Actually, I have to say that was one of my favourite ones. Barry, again, fantastic show with Steve Perriman. Did you get a chance to speak to him before the stream?
No, I was late. So, and bearing in mind that I normally cause mayhem, I wasn't allowed on. So,
but I tell you, I've got something else for you. I'll speak to you in the background, but I've got somebody else that you can get on as well. So I'll tell you that in the background after the show.
Okay, cool.
Darren, when are you getting Darren Anderton for me?
Well, I'm trying, but we do have one Mickey Hazard coming on in a few weeks. I'm trying to organise that.
Nice.
I've actually got hold of him at last, thanks to Alan. I think Alan, but he DM'd me over the weekend.
Let me try. For Mark Swift. Go Sims. There's my beautiful Simba. Mark Swift wanted to see him, so I just wanted to get Simba in the.
We've now got Simba Cat and we've now got Bomb the Cat. Our two cat mascots for TTG. There you go.
But you have to blackmail. You have to blackmail him with treats, though.
Yeah. But no, he DM'd me, so we're getting him on. So that's a show we're doing in the next few weeks. We've got Mickey Hazard, so can't wait for that one. Looking forward to that. But Steve Perriman,
when you get Teddy Sheringham in, you need to make sure the show is aligned with my working hours, though.
Yeah.
So
I am trying to
Don't give it away, Dermot. Don't give your secrets away. You keep them in suspense.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Iron Man to come on.
Okay.
Tony Stark?
Yeah, Tony Stark for you, Bobby. I just want to get Tony Stark for you, Bobby.
I'm more of a Spider-Man guy, but okay, it's okay.
Fair enough. But yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm going to go quickly. I'm going to end the stream soon. Guys, I want to go around quick score prediction for tonight. And where do you think we'll finish at the end of the season? I'll start with you, William. Score prediction for tonight?
1-0 Everton. And we will finish about 8.
Yeah. Barry?
3-1 Spurs tonight. Because I'm being positive. And going back to Not saying that William's not being positive, by the way. Let's be clear. So, yeah,
I wasn't.
Yeah, he wasn't. I mean, I know you weren't, but I wasn't saying that I was saying that you weren't being positive.
You can say it. You can say it, buddy. I don't mind. It doesn't bother me.
Negative. I'm sick of this negativity from William.
Yeah, that's it. Give it to me. I got thick skin, brother. Don't worry.
So no, it's gonna be 3-1. I think we're really gonna turn up. And I'm gonna say top 10 because then that covers me. So
that's a cop out. That's a cop out.
It's not being negative and it's not being positive, so it's kind of being sitting in the fence.
That's a cop out.
You tell yourself that, Nick. Top 10. If the top 10 is positive, then we're all in trouble.
It doesn't. You didn't say where. Mathematically, we can still win, right? If everyone else loses all their games, no. So, come on, Brian. Don't you know I can flip this, mate, to make it sound positive?
Your Ranjit. I can flip it.
I can flip it, sir.
Yeah, flip it pretty good.
Bobby.
Oh, it's me. Sorry. Yeah. Jeez, who's slowing things down here? I'm the optimist in me says 2-1 Spurs. The realist says 1-1, and I can see us finishing 6th. I can still just because of how poor teams around us have been. It's not more of us kind of lifting and getting in there and getting the results. I just think that people are dropping points, and this would have been the season for us to really push on and have a crack at even winning this whole thing. But it's not in the cards for us, I guess. But I think we'll finish top 20. But 6th is the number I'm going to shoot at in there.
Yeah, and Brian.
Well, Bobby's just taken my score predictions. My heart is saying 2-1. My head is saying 1-1, but I'm going with my heart. Unfortunately, I'm not like Superman and finishing 4th. I think 4th is just a bridge. I've been saying this since before the transfer.
I don't want to finish 4th. I don't.
I think I think it's going to be a bridge too far. And then, do you know what? I'm thinking, all right, let's get 5th. But I'm very, very concerned that we're going to make a late push for 6th. And the reason I say I'm very, very concerned we're going to make a late push for 6th, because if we come short, we're back in the fucking Conference League.
Oh, fuck no, don't say that. Look, I'd be happy with the Europa League. I do not want Champions League. I think we would fucking get slaughtered.
Yeah.
Listen, I said I don't want to hear Tottenham get battered everywhere we go in German, Italian, Spanish, French, Dutch.
No, definitely not.
I'd rather not have a Eurovision Song Contest of that song going on. So I think we'll get Europa, but do you know what? If today doesn't go well,
you're flying back.
It could be the free fall. It could be the free fall.
Like that, Barry.
I don't know what Bobby said. I will rewind what he said.
He said you're flying back if we don't
I'm
win.
sure if you ask him, he'll tell you, mate.
Listen. I was joking about this with Ben and Simon. They said if we lose a couple of games and Conte does another, if we say we need you, will you come back? And I was like, you'll have to speak to my agent, and that's her. If you get past the gatekeeper, then yes. But no, I am not coming back to
Ben and Sim. I just want to throw that out there.
No, listen, I'm coming back in June, and I said to her, I was joking with Alana last night. I said, listen, if we go back and we still haven't signed anyone, and Kane's picked in a transfer request, and Conte may be walking, I said, I'm going to take you out on a lovely day trip. I'm going to take you to the Boys Studios, where you can see a lovely TV studio, and I may have something to say on there. And I said, I'm going to take you to a lovely part of Enfield where there's loads of greenery, some beautiful architecture, and everything. And then all we're going to do is we're going to get our steps in, because we're going to be walking up and down with some placards and whatever. And I was just joking, and the look I got was not the most welcoming. So I'm going to have to brush up on my trying to get her to do this. But no. I mean, listen, I am only coming back in June unless something like a huge catastrophe happens. And then in June, if I need to go to work for a couple of days, I will do. But there is no chance unless something catastrophic happens that I'm coming back before June, which, face it, is only 3 months away.
Yeah, it is. I'm actually going for a 3-0 win for us tonight. I'm going for Harry Kane to get one, Son to get another, and I'm going for Decky to get one as well. I think Dele won't play because Dele won't find his way to the stadium because he'll probably get lost somewhere in the bus playing TikTok or something.
He's playing with his crayons.
Yeah, probably is, yeah. Or probably if he does play, he'll be in the corner of the pitch like a palm tree. So if he does play, I'm interested in what the colour of his hair is going to be because he has been coming out with red and white. So I wonder will he come out with blue and white tonight? But
no.
So
actually, let's do a bet on that.
Wembley's comment.
You what, Brian?
Can you just bring up the one from last comment by Active on Wembley?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can do. Yeah.
Do you know what? As much as this is a great idea to have a season out of Europe, I guarantee you, even if it was just the Conference League, if we're not in Europe, then that'll be Kane, right? I want out. Son, that will be, as much as I get the benefits, like when other teams.
Oh.
Hello.
Wow.
Wow. He's gone.
Wow.
He's back.
I agree with it. I agree with it to some extent. I really, really do. But I just think no European football, as shit as the Conference League is, if we're not in Europe, there are going to be some players going, right, that's it. Yeah. I was playing Champions League, I was playing Europa League, all right, I was playing Conference League, but no European football. Whereas I completely get the focusing just on domestic. I completely get it. And that part it really appeals to me as opposed to Conference League. But if we're not in it, I think it's going to open a huge can of worms.
Yeah. And just a quick question. Who would I love to be captain in our side? That man. I would love him to captain our side now. And this fella as well in the midfield as well. And can I just wish Robbo a speedy recovery? He hasn't been well for what I've heard. So I want to wish him a speedy recovery from everyone here on this channel. I cannot believe this. We've got 40 people watching us this morning. It's the most we've ever had on the morning show. I'm absolutely overwhelmed and touched by every single one of you for watching this morning. Please hit that like and subscribe. But I couldn't do it without the people around me. Ben, Cooper, Phil, William, Barry, who comes on, Brian, who comes on, Bobby K, who comes on. This channel is nothing without all of you. And I cannot thank you enough from the bottom of my heart for this morning. It really has given me a shot in the arm.
No, that's good, Dharma. That's good.
I just can't get over 40 people. For me, it's like 100 people or 500 like for the bigger channels. For me,
say a million. Say a million, Dermot. Say a million. Yeah. It sounds better.
It really means a lot. And I can't thank you all enough for this morning. All of you, all the Harris Army, all the Tottenham Gold Army, and especially the guests I've had on this morning. I am so grateful for each and every one of you for coming on this morning. And thank you so much indeed.
Jeremy, you're a joy to be around and to watch and listen to. You have great conversation and very knowledgeable conversation with you. So for me, it's beneficial to me for being allowed to come in here. So I thank you for giving me this insight into so many things about Tottenham that I never even knew, and I never would have known without speaking to all my new YouTube friends here and the community of people that I've made, even in the chats and everything like that. I'm beyond almost overwhelmed in terms of how many new friends I've made out of this, and it's a great experience. It really is, and we cry together, we laugh together. So let's hope we're laughing tomorrow.
And also, I've got a new show coming out, and I'm so excited about this. I'm going to do Formula One watch-alongs, actually, for the qualifying and the race for March.
Cool.
So it's something we did at the end of last season, but we're going to properly do it from the start of March. We're going to do the qualifying on the Saturday and then the race. So it's going to be something the channel's going to spin off to in the summer when there's no football. So that's something else we're looking into. So I'm so excited about that.
Well, that's good, Matt. I'm just you won't catch me on that though.
I'm trying to make it a bit more fun because I know Formula One can be a bit boring to people, but it is an exciting sport. It is good fun to watch.
I actually had no appreciation for it until I saw one of those cars a few hundred meters away from me, and then I heard it start up and take off.
Yeah,
That's when I was like, wow. I was so far away from the thing, and the ground was rumbling near me.
Yeah,
it was just amazing.
That was your stomach, Bobby. You were hungry.
Well, I'm always hungry. My kids don't let me eat.
I'd rather go watch cricket.
No, I'm not doing the cricket stream. No, that'd be.
I'd rather jump off the
Don't look at me to do it. I'm probably the only Indian in the world that doesn't understand the rules still.
I mean, Ireland do have a cricket team. I mean, how we've qualified for these World Cups, I do not know. But we actually do. We have got a half decent cricket side, actually.
Yeah, but do you not remember the year we beat Pakistan? Was it?
Yeah, it
in
was.
The World Cup on St. Patrick's Day. Yeah.
I'm going to get through some of these comments. Ryan McFarland, he said,
Luca just said, why do we want Champions League? I personally, Luke, I'll address that because the only reason I don't want it is because I think we're just setting ourselves up for failure by getting into Champions League. If we get into Champions League, we're going to be squeaking in to Champions League. We're just going to be preying on other results from poor results from other teams and a few hit and misses from us. And we're going to rely on luck more than skill to get in there. Once we're in there, we're really setting ourselves up to just kind of finish at the bottom of the group and give the other teams in the group the points. And what is that going to do then for our morale and our squad? It's just going to deplete them even more. We're already in a poor situation mentally, structurally, squad-wise. We're very lacking. I would rather be in a lesser competition only because then at least we have the ability to play our youngsters and hopefully give them some minutes and give them the ability to get on
but just not the Conference League, Bobby.
No, not the Conference League. No, definitely not. But I would take the Conference League. But I would take the Conference League over no league, to be honest with you. I'll take 7th over 8th.
I disagree 100%. I would not take the Conference League. I don't want to be in there 100%. Never again. I never want to see Tottenham in a Conference League ever again.
I honestly hope Europa this league this year, build the squad in the summer, build it up again in January. By the end of next season, we should be back into our top 4 realm. The following summer again, we get in the final pieces of the puzzle he needs. Give him. We're at least a year and a half, 2 years away from anything positive coming out of this club.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But this whole roller coaster of Conte in, Conte out, Levy in. Well, Levy out. That's just been. That's been going on for a long time now. But
if you just say, look, just for instance, okay, if they go in the summer and they go early and they get some good players, okay, just look at what Conte in the first 9 matches, okay, look what he did with those shit average players. Now you give him a couple of decent players and to put into that team, he will definitely bring you a trophy. He'll definitely bring a cup next year, without a shadow of a doubt.
But the big word is if we give him the players
and that is the definitive
that's what scares
word.
The hell out of me.
Because of course, it scares the hell out of every Spurs fan.
We want to be in Champions League. We want to get the best players in the world want to play in that competition. For us to say we want to get the best players in the world, we have to be in that competition. But that being said, right now, I don't have the faith in my ownership to go out and get the best players. Even if we won the damn league this year and we, again, went to the Champions League final and lost that, even after winning the league and everything, and let's say we got to the final of the FA Cup and we win the Carabao Cup as well. Okay, we got 2 trophies this year. I just still don't have the faith in this board or this leadership or this ownership to put money, invest into the club, to continue the build, to continue to support what's already there. I've lost that faith completely with these guys.
The whole thing, Bobby, is if you look at the contrasts, and the contrast is there, like you look at Liverpool, okay? And that game where Tottenham beat them 4-1 at Wembley.
Yeah.
And they went out and they got themselves a world-class central defender.
Yeah, they got
and a world-class goalkeeper. And they filled up positions and they went on to win the league. They went on to beat us in the Champions League final. They've now won the League Cup. It's like the contrast between them and us. We're going so far backwards, and they're just moving forward.
But that's
And
because
it
they have
just shows
ownership
you.
that actually
Yes,
invested in the right
and
spots.
that's exactly it. It's exactly because they were invested in properly. They bought the right players to fill those positions. Like, look at Jota. Who expected Liverpool to go in and buy Jota? Nobody did.
And look how well he's doing.
And look how well he's turned out for them. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I call me old fashioned, but I prefer when you won the league, you went into the European Cup. You finished in the top 5, you went into the UEFA Cup. You won the FA Cup, you went into the Cup Winners' Cup. It was simpler. You knew what you were fighting for. But all this top 4 is just get into the championship.
Yeah, to be honest with you, Dermot, and I always say this, and I fucking hate Arsene Wenger for it, because he made top 4 feel like it was winning a trophy. And it isn't. And it's fucking, I wish they would demolish that whole top 4 shit, because it's you don't win anything. All that's won for a club is the owners get more money.
Yeah, that's it. And that's all it is.
That's all it is. That is all it is. And Arsene Wenger is the biggest prick. And if I ever meet him, I'm gonna drive my head into his face.
Right. Okay.
But William, how do you really feel?
Further, can you just bring up Bob Spur's comment at 8:33 up? Oh, sorry, 1:33 for you.
8:33.
1:33. 1:33.
Which one is
the one
it
where
now?
it says if we get into the Champions League, we'll get
Oh,
better.
yeah, I've got it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to address this now because Bob Spur's right to a certain degree, but during the Champions League, we also went 18 months without signing anyone. During the Champions League, all that time when we could have bought the players to get us further, we didn't do it. Don't get me wrong, from a financial point, and most importantly, if we get fault, it means Arsenal haven't, like someone said, I can't remember who it was, it might Luca or Carl Simpson. But just because we're in the Champions League, what did it do for us? Yes, it got us money in. No doubt it brought a lot of money in. We went 18 months without signing anyone. We're out of the Champions League because we didn't strengthen them. Don't get me wrong, the money comes in, and potentially, don't get me wrong, if Tottenham Hotspur are in the Champions League, a lot more calibre of players of the higher level will want to come to Tottenham. Remember that, will want to come. But we all know where this goes wonky. A Dybala, a Fanatic, like Bob mentioned on hundreds of streets, like we all do, not just Bob, I mention it. We could have Fernandes, we could have Dybala, we could have had Skriniar, we could have had Grealish. The list could go on and on and on and on and on. And that was with Champions League money coming in. But they didn't come.
No.
And why didn't they come?
Brian, as much as we all hate Sol Campbell, he done an interview with Gary Neville.
Wow, why are you bringing
And
that name
what
up?
he said was damning as hell to Levy and them. He said the same thing. He said we would get 1 or 2 players in, and you would think we're going to move forward now. It looks like we're going to move forward. The players would feel, lifted, and then nothing else would happen. And then people wonder why Sol Campbell left. He fucking left because he wanted to win trophies. Gareth Bale left because he wanted to win trophies. Luka Modric left because he wanted to win trophies. Every good player that ever comes to our club leaves because they want to win trophies.
Exactly. Like I said, I would love us to be in top 4. I'd love to be back in the Champions League. It's where it's at. It'll keep Kane happy. It'll keep everything happy. And Conte will demand things get done. And like we've all said, with Conte, it's not all about the spending the 80, 90 million pounds on players.
No, it's not.
Finding the players that he wants and identifying them and getting them. And I always go back to the prime one, where when Pochettino first came in, when he very, very first came in, and said, I want Morgan Schneiderlin or Victor Wanyama in his first season. All right, Victor Schneiderlin didn't do very well at United or Everton, but he did bloody well under Poch. And he was like, this is not who I want. This is who I want. They played with me. They know what I do. They get the job done. No. I'm going to get you Benjamin Stambouli.
Yeah.
He finds the player and then goes for the cheaper alternative. Now, don't get me wrong. Levy is now in such a corner. And as Bob Spur's been saying when he comes on, we'll find out in within the first 2 weeks of the transfer window if this is Conte and Paratici or this is Levy. Well, everyone said that about January. Don't worry, January the players will be in. We'll get it done.
Well,
Apparently,
Brian. Apparently, Paratici, when at Juventus, he did all his business early in the transfer. So we all know that January was fucking Levy. There's no doubt about it.
Oh no, of course.
Right.
Lucas just
but the first 2 weeks of the summer transfer, if we haven't signed somebody, I'm telling you now, we're fucked beyond belief.
And I'll go on to Lucas' comment that follows on it. When Luke was saying at the time of no spend, it was the stadium and whatever. I've got an interview, or not I've got it personally, weren't with me, because but Levy came out and said, right, the way the stadium has been developed and financed and everything, it's all been ring fenced. So the stadium has absolutely nothing to do with incomings. Incomings and outgoings are in this pot, and the stadium development. Yes, the stadium went wildly over budget and everything. I get that, but to not sign anyone with Champions League money coming in, it's the easy one to fall back on. Oh, the stadium was being built, but he said with his own words on TV and in written media that the stadium has nothing. The finances have been put aside for this, or they've all been the loans. They're all going into column A, let's just say, and transfers is in column B. One doesn't determine what the other one does. It's not okay. Spending goes up, transfers go down. He goes, that physically won't happen because it's there and there in two separate accounts. If you want to make it easier, or two separate identities, it's not all one big pot. And then, like I said, Bob Spur, like I said again, we should be aiming for the Champions League. I want us to finish in the Champions League. We're just not going to do it. We're just not going to do it. There is a chance. There is a chance. But on current form of the way things are going, I just don't see it. Next season, don't get me wrong. If Conte gets the backing he wants, and again, I'm not saying breaking the bank. If he says he wants Ashley Young or an older player, blah blah, for this position, and he gets him, and then he goes, I'm just going to chuck names out. James Ward-Prowse, and that's not me saying we're going to get it. I'm just chucking names. James Ward-Prowse, a striker that he wants, so he can play 3-5-2. If they're the ones he wants, guaranteed top four. Guaranteed top four. Without foul, maybe even third, maybe even an attempt at pushing for the title, but falling short. But guaranteed fourth. Guaranteed. It's just too late in the day for me.
Yeah, I agree with everything you're saying.
I'm going to have to go, boys, but it's been a pleasure.
William, it's been a pleasure, sir, having you on. Thank you for coming on.
All right, boys.
All right, William, have a good day, buddy. Actually, I'm going to follow William.
Look, don't get me wrong. I hope Tottenham win. I really do.
Yeah, take care, William.
Have a good day, William. I'll speak to you soon, buddy.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Actually, I'm going to be following William out here as well. I should have gone grocery shopping about a half hour ago. I was planning to just jump in for 10 minutes, but Dermot, you're just so damn handsome. We could just sit here all day and share that gorgeous smile. How about throwing up the hoodie and give us a little Darth Vader before I chip out? Then
I've got the wrong.
You're the white Vader today.
Yeah, I've joined the light side. I've gone over to. I've left the dark side now. I've gone over to.
Come on over.
I need Kuva on here with the music.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. That's it. Kuva, come on, buddy, jump on in. But fellas, I appreciate the time. I will leave you. You've got the powerhouse Canadian in the bottom corner here. So yeah. I'll leave one Canadian with you.
I'm surrounded by legends. That's what I'm surrounded by. I am surrounded by legends. All four of you are legends.
Oh, you're too kind to me. Too kind. I'm still in rookie mode, but I'm trying to get there. I'm working on it.
Well, anytime you're welcome on here any morning, Bobby. You're always welcome.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Have a great day, guys. All the best. Mr. Daigle, I will speak to you soon. And gentlemen, we will chat soon. All the best. Take care.
Take care now.
Thank you.
I just want to get through some of these comments very quickly. Are you staying on, Barry, or do you need to pop off?
I'm staying on, mate. I'm staying on. I was just waving. I was being polite.
Yeah.
I need to pop off. I need to do a few bits and maybe get a little sleep in before I meet Ireland because I'm tired. But listen, thanks for having me on, Dermot. Always a pleasure to see Barry. Who is this that hasn't spoken yet?
I know it's Danny. He's got his mic off, so I don't know if he's come on or he's come off. I don't know.
Danny,
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now, Danny.
It's Danny Kiriakou. It's Danny Kiriakou. And as he knows, I actually sang that loud in Heathrow Airport yesterday. So the airport got a version. So what a great time to go, because it's a perfect substitution. Tottenham on tour for Tottenham on tour. Danny, brother, I'll speak to you later. Barry, Nick, Sean, Phil, Grant, something inside so strong. I'll speak to you soon. Dermot, love you. Danny
too,
can do the Tottenham on tour jargon. Everyone, and I do mean everyone, go over to Bob Spur TV. Then Superman is coming back, and hit that subscribe button. Most importantly, that's the most important subscribe button you'll ever hit. So everyone hit that button. I'm going to be calling him very, very shortly. Speak to you all. Come on, you Spurs. I'm not saying it today because Spurs are playing. Hopefully we'll get a win.
Yeah.
We should get a win. It may be said later on tonight on the fan show. We shall see.
Yeah.
Peace out, everyone.
See you later, Brian. Thank you very much. Danny, thank you for joining us this morning. I just got to quickly go through some comments and then we'll get to you about the game tonight. But thank you for joining us. We've got Doc Jive 1 here. Everyone, please get over to Doc Jive 1. He gives us our games on our channel we can use when we do the old games, which we will be going back to. He's got loads of old Tottenham games on there, back from the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. He's got a load of England internationals. So if you're an England fan, going back to the 60s, 70s, up to the 80s. So big up, Simon. He says, since the formation of the Premier League, taking points off Everton has been like taking candy off a baby. Yeah, it has, but big up there, Doc Jive. And everyone, please. The link for his channel is going across the bottom of the screen at the bottom. So please, everyone, get over to his channel and big up Simon. We've got Luca. Danny, what's your thoughts for the game tonight, sir?
Before I start speaking about tonight's game, I was just listening to the conversation before about what you're talking about the top four and all this and that, and about next season. Just a quick one on it. My personal opinion, what I think, I do not want any European football next season. I don't want any European football next season. And the reason why I say that, and I've thought about this quite a lot, and the reason why I say that is because if you look at how our team is, right, and you look at the state of the team it is right now, right, this team cannot compete with the squad that we have, right, in any European competition. That's Conference League, that's Europa League, and especially not the Champions League, right? Will never compete in that. Now, if you go into the season and we say we finish, say just for argument's sake, we finish sixth, right? That means next season we cannot attract the higher caliber players we wanted to attract anyway, right? So for me, it doesn't make a difference whether we finish 6th, 7th, or 8th, because if you finish anything other than Champions League spots, automatically you're targeting the lesser caliber players, or you've got to go for the youngster who potentially might be a good player, or you might get lucky and get one player. I know we talk about Romero and stuff like that, but the problem is, are we going to be able to attract it if you've got a manager who might not want to be there, or you've got Kane who might decide he might not want to be there? Now, if Kane decides to go, we're finished, right? It's finished. Forget anything for the next couple of years, and also for the manager's sake as well. Now, with getting European football, the problem is we are not going to buy enough players to sustain a challenge in any European competition, right? Because our depth and our quality is not good enough, right? In order for us to actually mount any kind of challenge and keep some kind of form in the Premier League, we need about 6 or 7 very good players, right? And that's to replace players from the first team and players on the bench. So you could say 3 or 4 in the first team and another couple on the bench as well. And then you might say, okay, I'd like to give a European trophy a shot, whether that's Conference League or whatever it is. But I guarantee you right now, right, if this team finishes anything other than Champions League, which it won't finish in Champions League, for me, I'd rather finish outside of it, because you can see, I think if Conte decides to stay, right, I think it's a great opportunity for him to just focus predominantly on the league, right? By getting in, because we know he's not going to get in everyone he wants to get in, right? So if he can get in, I don't know, a couple players in, then we've got a lot better chance of going for that top 4 and then maybe one trophy, one of the domestic trophies, like an FA Cup next season. But I guarantee you, and I will put fucking money down on this, that if we finish in anything other than top Champions League, right, next season we are going to get embarrassed again in any European competition we're in, and that's because we will not have enough depth and enough quality in that squad after the summer window to sustain any kind of challenge in that competition. And it's going to be the same. It's going to be a pointless trip to these fucking countries in the middle of Eastern Europe and stuff like that, right? We're going to have to do these stupid journeys and to some teams that farmers teams, then we're going to go and end up losing again because the players don't want to put in a performance because they don't give a shit about it. It's the same shit we're going to see that we have been seeing in those competitions for the last 10 years. When have we actually sustained any kind of challenge in any of those competitions? Every single time we come up against a team, we play like shit because none of the players care enough about it. And that's why I don't want to see us in the European competition unless it's a Champions League next season.
Yeah,
that's my opinion on it.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, Danny. I mean, the players. I mean, Cooper brought in a message, a comment here, and it's something that we all well known that Bill Nick said. He said it's magnificent to be in Europe, and this club, a club like Tottenham Hotspur, if we're not in Europe, we're nothing. We're nothing. Bill Nicholson, and he's right to a point. But the players did not give a shit about the competition they played on this season. I mean, we should have breezed that group. We should, even when we had that last game called off because of COVID, that game shouldn't have mattered because we should have well qualified already. So,
but the problem is, Dermot, what I'm saying is this squad is not good enough because they don't care enough, right? So I don't want to see us go to the Conference League or Europa League and go to one of these teams we've never heard of before and get spanked because the players don't give a fucking shit, right? That's my issue. These players, unless you have a major change around in the squad, I don't want to be in any European competition because I'll put money down right now that we will fail and we will not win a trophy next season if we are in one of those competitions, right? And I know it's good for Tottenham, but I'm telling you now, it's not good for the team right now in the situation it's in, right? It's another thing. If Conte is there, it's another competition that he's going to have to worry about with these fucking shit players that we have. And I know for a fact we are not going to get 6 or 7 new players in the summer. It's not happening. And that is why I don't want those competitions. Just because we're just going to get embarrassed again. We're going to sit here and we're going to be like, oh, fucking hell, it's Dynamo Zagreb all over again because the players like Harry Winks is still going to be there and because he's going to have to utilize the squad and Harry Winks is going to be a squad player, right? Unless they sell him. So unless there's major change around, I don't really want those competitions, to be honest with you. And for me, I'm basing it on my opinion on the fact that I believe that Levy's not going to do what's necessary. And that's not to say go and spend 150 million, but I don't think he's even going to do what's necessary to appease Conte to a point where it's like, do you know what? I can work with this.
Yeah,
guys. Sorry to interrupt. I'm gonna have to drop off. My mum's just popped around. So. Oh,
okay. Well, it's not going to be. I'm not going to be on too long. I'm sorry, Danny.
No, that's right. I'm going to go soon as well. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, listen, Barry. Please, I want to say congratulations on the Steve Perriman thing on Friday. Well done. Absolutely fantastic. You and the rest of the lads, Rez, Alan, absolutely fantastic. Please plug your channel. Where can people find you? And
you can find us at Shelfside Spurs on Thursday night, 7:30. This week we go from the from the sublime to the ridiculous. We have Tommy Mitchell from Tommy Talks Ball on Thursday. So Steve Perryman to Tommy. But yeah, that's where you can find me. You'll also find me at the game tonight for anyone that's going. I'm not going to call you out and want to start a fight like Stell. But he won't be there anyway tonight because he's got COVID. So wish you well, Stell.
Oh, has he got COVID? Has he?
Yeah.
Bless him.
Wish you well, Stell. Danny, maybe see you later. If not,
yes.
Yeah, good win, and come on, you Spurs.
I'll be over for the Brighton game, Barry. So hopefully I'll see you there.
Yeah.
I'll be over for that. So we'll have a pint then. So, but thank you for coming on this morning. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on as well. So thank you very much, and you're welcome anytime.
Take it easy, Ranjit.
Cheers, Danny.
Love you too.
And Danny, absolute honour to have you on, sir. So
it's a pleasure.
I'm absolutely overwhelmed, but I'm absolutely overjoyed to have the legends to come onto this little channel. So thank you so much.
No problem.
Can I have your score prediction for tonight and where we're finishing the league this season?
I think we'll probably finish. So score prediction tonight. I think. I think I don't know. It's my heart and head is a little bit saying we're going to win 2-1 tonight, maybe 3-1. But I've also got that feeling that if Everton do what every other team has been doing lately and just come here and sit here on a low block, I think we'll see a draw, maybe like a 1-1 or something like that. I think they're going to come here to try and get a point at least. They're going to try and and they need something. I don't think they're going to go all out to try and win the game. I'd be surprised if they play that way, because if they start opening up, we're going to finish them. We're going to hurt them, because that's when we play well. When teams start opening up and playing their way they want to play, attacking us, we're too good on the counter. We will finish them. You've seen how good we are. We've done it against Man City, right? We could do it against the best teams in the country, but it's just the only our biggest problem is when we play a team who low block. Now, if they come here and low block, we're going to be in for a very frustrated night again. And I'm just not sure. I mean, I'm going to say 2-1, but if I'm honest, if I'm going with my head, I'm going to say 2-2.
Yeah, and where we're finishing the league this year?
I think we'll probably finish. I think we'll probably finish 6th or 7th. I think.
Yeah.
I think we'll struggle to finish 5th. The way if our form, if we keep go for the rest of the season based on the way our form's gone over the last month and a half, 2 months, it's just like win lose win lose win lose lose win win lose win. It's like that. It's just insane. I don't think we can sustain a top 4 challenge. I think that's already done anyway. We need a miracle to kind of get a top 4. We need Skip to come back into it. If Skip comes back into it and gets fit, then there may be a chance. But until that, then I don't know. But I think I think we'll probably finish 6th. I think, which will be a bit shit because then we're gonna have to play Europa League football again with a shit team again. So it's never ending with us, really.
It is. But go on, also plug your channel as well, Tottenham Talk, for us, Danny. Go on.
Yeah, so you can find me and Brian Daigle and Brian Island and Adam Clark on Tottenham on Tour. And come over and check us out, guys.
Yeah, please, everyone get over there. Get a like on that channel. Get a subscription. Do everything what you have to do. Also, go over to Bob Spurs' channel as well. Please, everyone subscribe to that great man's channel. Get a like. Hit that notification bell because he's on the way back to be on YouTube soon. But please, everyone, get over to let's get Bob up a load more subscriptions. For myself, I started this show in the pit and this disillusioned about my club. I'm actually finishing the show positive we're going to win tonight. And do you know what? I'm going to be really, really delusional. We can finish top 4. I think we can. I think we can go on a beaten run to the end of the season. And I've said it yesterday and I'll say it today. If we finish top 4, I will get a tattoo of my channel's logo on my arm. That's how confident I am of not getting top 4. But I will say that and I'll mean that. If we get top 4, I would do it the next day or the day after. And I'll also get something Tottenham on Tour written under it as well. And there you go. But listen, thank you for everyone who's come in. Carl Simpson, finish up with these comments. Carl Simpson, love it, Dermot.
I just want to say big up to everyone as well in the chat as well.
Yeah.
Dermot.
I mean, the chat's been unreal this morning. It really is. I mean, I do you know what, Danny? I can't get my head around this. Do you know? Like having 40 people for us, like at one stage this morning, it's like winning the lottery. But I cannot get my head around all the people in the chat that come on and watch us. It's just unbelievable. But you know, this is the man, Bob Spurt. We can't wait to have you back, sir. And you know, big up to you. Please, everyone, do get over to that man's channel and subscribe.
100%.
We've got Keep the Faith, Full Tattoo Name Dermot or TTG. I'm probably going to get the logo and TTG, and then I'll get Tottenham on Tour written underneath it as well. So if anyone goes, I'm promoting your channel as well, Danny. So.
Oh, love it. Love it.
Everton tonight. Let's smash them. Come on, Tottenham. That's it from Luca. Well done. Thank you for everyone that's joined us this morning. Thank you to all the chat. Thank you to Danny, William Kelly, Bobby K, Brian Daigle, Barry from Shelfside Spurs, everyone, and not including my co-host this morning, Ben. I think he'll be on today with his coffee show. But everyone, thank you so much for watching. We'll be back tonight at 10:15 with a post-match show for the Everton game. I think I'm doing that with Phil. If not, I'm doing it myself. So if I'm doing it by myself, I will be putting the link in the chat for people to come on. But thank you so much for working.
Before you go, Dermot, what do you think that's going to score? What do you think the score's going to be tonight?
I do know what. I'm actually going to go for a 3-0 win.
Ooh.
I think
you're that confident we're going to not concede.
No, I never said I was that confident we're going to concede. Of course, we're going to concede. We're Tottenham. But I'm trying to end on the positive. Okay, I'll go for 3-1 then. Yeah,
okay.
My mind, but I'm going for Kane, Son, and Decky to score, and I think Dele Alli will score against us tonight. But it depends if Dele Alli can find his way to the stadium. Not unless he's
he'll probably lose his way on TikTok, right? In his
probably
car.
Will. But well, big up George as well. Thank you all. Go on, Danny. Sorry.
No. I was just say big up to everyone as well in the stream because no one on these channels can do anything without the people in the comments. So big up to everyone, man.
That's it. And, you know, if you do like what you saw this morning, please hit a like, hit subscribe, please share. If you want to become a patron, follow the link on the YouTube channel. If you'd like to donate to the channel as well, everything goes back into the channel. Please hit that link is on the YouTube channel as well. We're now going to bounce out. I'm going to let Danny get back to his bit of work. Got 2 more comments then. I am going. I've got Myri Love Lounge is the tattoo you were promised, Dermot. Don't worry, I'll remind you if it happens. That's if we won the FA Cup over. We're out of that, so I'm safe on that one. But yes, I do remember that one. And King Arthur, the legend himself, it says, great show as always, as usual, Dermot. Well done, dude. Thank you so much indeed. But as I said, this show is nothing without you, the YouTube people that come and spend your time with us in the mornings and evenings. But everyone, get over to Tottenham on Tour. Get over to Bob Spurs channel, hit a like and subscribe like this. We're bouncing out. Danny, do you want to take us out?
Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.